Alright guys, welcome back to the show. Here we are, it's Tuesday night again, time for another battle report. What I've got here is 1350 points of my Deathguard. So there's a few new units I wanted to try out, and a few new tactics. So, first new unit we've got in the army is some Death Shroud Terminators. So, I've put these in the list. Some people say don't use them, some people say use them. I really like the model, I like the stats, I like the fact that they've got a power weapon-esque, power fist-esque weapon without the -1 to hit. So they're going to be hitting on 3s, strength 8, AP3, D3 damage. Between the three of them they pump out 10 shots. The other thing I like too is, on them they got these little Plague Spear gauntlets, which is pistol 6, but it's D6 shots. The champion in the middle here has 2, so it'll be 4d6, strength 3, plague weapon shots, so re-rolling 1s to wound. So that'll be pretty cool. And their bodyguard, they give +1 attack to characters around them, which is also cool. So that's the new addition to the list. Alright, let's go over what I've got. So, HQ, Demon Prince of Nurgle. He's going to be the Warlord with the Suffocating Plate and Revoltingly Resilient. And I've also given him Miasma of Pestilence as power, so he can make himself -1 to hit. So just make him real tough, beat stick, just to sort of get in the army and do his thing. Second in charge, moving across here, Malignant Plague Caster, pretty straightforward. With him, I've given him Blades of Putrefaction, Curse of the Leper, so that way you can buff a unit and also do some extra mortal wounds, because the Curse of the Leper rolls 7 dice and any that exceed the toughness of the unit is a mortal wound, so you can pick on small units with mortal wounds, which is pretty cool. Alright, then for troops, I've got 1, 2, 3 10-man Poxwalkers. I've finally dropped the Plague Marines. I'm just going to try out a list with no Plague Marines and just these Poxwalkers and see how it goes just for a game. Bit cheaper. And then we've got 3 fast attack choices. So first one, Fetid Bloat Drone, 2 Plague Spewers. Then we've got 3 Myphetic Blight Haulers. We've got Rockets, Melters and Gnashing Maws. And then if we move across, we've got another Plague Spewer. Oh sorry, Bloat Drone with Plague Spewers. So that's my 1350 points. Oh, sorry, over here. We've got the Foul Blight Spawn as well, because I always take him. He always, for 77 points, he always does something. Alright. So that's 1350. Tactics wise, pretty much it's a fast moving force with things that can deep strike and all fast attacks. I haven't got a Blight Hauler or anything like this time. Sorry. Testing out the Death Shroud Terminators. Not sure whether I'll start them on the ground or deep strike them in, depending on who I'm playing. Psychic Support, Demon Prince Beat Stick, and pretty much cheap troops to sit on objectives and soak up wounds and whatnot. So I'll get down the club and I'll see how this does. Alright, so I've got down the club, guys, and the guy I'm playing against has Dark Elder. Well, that's what I know him as anyway. So if we're going to run through the list, we have 2 Archons, one with a blaster, and one by the looks of things with a husk blade. And then for the 3 troops, we've got 1, 2, 3 units of warriors, each with a blaster in each unit, and each of them has a Venom with 2 of the big guns on them. I can't remember the name of them just yet. Splinter Cannons, thank you. Then if we come over here, we got 3 Ravagers. What are they armed with, mate?
Dizzy cannons.
So 3 disintegrator cannons on each of them. 2 at the back, just haven't got them clipped on its side, but they are all supposed to look like this one at the front, all cool. Alright, as we go across, so that's the battalion. Then over here, a patrol detachment with a Succubus and 3 Witches. Are they just normal witches, nothing in it? Yep. They're also in a Venom. And then the reason he's done that is to fit in with the Witch Cult 11 of these Reaver Jet bikes? Reaver Jet bikes. Alright, have they got anything on them, or are they just...
3 blasters.
3 blasters in there. Alright, and what did you say the army faction was?
Flayed Skull for the Cabalites and Cursed Blade for the Witches.
Alright, so Flayed Skull for these guys over this side, and Cursed Blade for the Witches. Alright, looking really good painted. So we'll roll up a mission and we'll get back to you. Alright guys, so we're playing a Maelstrom of War mission, cleanse and capture. So we've got one objective here, coming across, one objective here, into the center here, there's an objective here, coming across here, there's an objective here, then there's one over here, and we've got under all these bikes here. Alright, so setup wise, all my guys are pretty much bunched across my side over here. So we've got Poxwalkers, Bloat Drone, if we come to the centre, Poxwalkers in front, Blight Haulers, Demon Prince, Spurtman, Wizard, Bloat Drone, Poxwalkers, and then Deep Strike Reserve. I've put these guys up here just so they're looking over him so he knows what's coming. Alright, if we go around this side, pretty much he's castled in the corner. So we've got Venom, 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 Fly Vehicle, Fly Vehicle, Fly Vehicle, massive bunch of flying vehicles. So we had the same amount of drops. I got the +1 to see who goes first. So I'll have a roll off. You got a dice, mate. So he gets the first turn. So I got a 4 and he's got a 1. So would you like to seize the initiative? That's a 2. So the Deathguard will be having first turn. I think it's the first time I got first turn against you.
Maybe.
Since you beat my orcs up. This is going to be a glorious day. Alright, I have my first turn and hopefully blow all that up. Alright.
Yeah, and on a 4 up if he does.
Alright guys, so at the end of my first turn I had these 3, so Blood and Guts, Behind Enemy Lines and Kingslayer. I haven't got any of them, but I'll just keep all 3 of them for now because they're all achievable. And for the rest of the turn, so these stayed here, come across here, these stayed here, and everything else in the army here pushed forward through the middle. Another Bloat Drone over there, so the majority of my army's all in here, and damage wise, over here I took 5 wounds off one of his Ravagers, and that was it. So at least I've got one of them down to lesser shooting. Alright, so that's it for Deathguard turn 1. We'll get back to you at the end of Drukhari turn 1. Alright, at the end of the Drukhari turn 1, they haven't really moved, they've just done like a bubble around here because my guys are here. They did however kill a Blight Hauler with every gun from the army pretty much here, shot across, killed 1 Blight Hauler, and then whatever he had left, a couple of blasters on the side, plus the combat of these guys here finished off a Bloat Drone. So he's got first blood and he also scored a point for Blood and Guts, which was one of his cards. So that's the end. He hasn't moved far out of his deployment zone, so I'll have my turn too and we'll get back to you.
2 red guys.
Alright, so at the end of my turn I've scored 2 points. We've got Behind Enemy Lines and Blood and Guts, so let's see what happens. So here, these guys have stayed here, and same over here, these guys have stayed here. But then if we come to the centre of the battlefield, my Demon Prince punched holes through... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. No, I didn't kill 3. I didn't kill 3 in combat, did I? No, too easy. Got ahead of myself, guys. So the big Demon Prince killed the Succubus, Psychic Powers, which was the Plague Wind. Killed the rest of the little witchy dudes here. Then over here, boxes there. Combined firepower, this guy come over and sort of spat at some, got this Venom down to 1 wound. Then he charged in here, killed a bike. These guys shot over here, did nothing because, what was the stratagem he used? To -1. Lightning fast reaction, so handy one if you're playing Drukhari. So they were hitting on 5s, did nothing, but then in combat with Blades of Putrefaction, they came through here and chomped a heap of bikes. The special guests today though, these Dark Shroud Terminators, landed over here, made a 9-inch charge, punched their way through a Raider, then consolidated into here. So we've got a big bunch of pressure put on. Here he's got a lot of flies, so he can fly away and continue to shoot. So we'll just see what happens. Alright, we'll let Gav have his turn 2, see what happens.
Hang on, how many times?
Alright, so he's moved everything away. These guys are all up here. he's moved all these guys here and he's put this distance between my guys. Now, everything from these, including guys inside, guns, everything, we just rolled for about 4 hours. Killed my malignant plague caster and took 2 wounds off him. Everything over here, shot into these guys and they withstood every single round. So they're paid for themselves. Alright, you didn't score any points this turn, so I'll get to have my turn and we'll keep making Gav cry. Alright. Alright, end of Deathguard turn 3. And as you can see, we've managed to catch up with him in combat again, which is just ridiculous because he's a really fast army. I scored 1 point for Master of the Warp, which was -1s to hit on him. And then we've made another ridiculous charge here, coming all the way 8 inches over here. We took 7 wounds off this. He's heroically intervened with his guy here, but done no damage. Tied these guys up and killed another couple of bikes. This didn't make its charge, but it helped blow up some stuff up here, some venoms and whatnot, because I was trying to get my demon prince up there, but we've just come to a rules conclusion that he can't go up there anyway because I haven't paid for wings. But we still managed to do some damage with the shooting. This guy with his plague spewer shot one of these as well. So this guy killed one, this guy killed the other, so there's venom just going everywhere up there. Alright, so that's the end of my turn. I'm on 3 points. How many points are you on, Gav? 2. So I'm 1 point ahead, but we'll see what Gav can do on his turn 3 and we'll get back to you. Alright, end of Drukhari turn 3. So pretty much these guys removed out of combat. So this guy, and the combined firepower of 1 to finally remove the Death Shroud Terminators. There was no damage on any of these guys, but the rest of the combined firepower killed my foul Blightspawn. Gav didn't score any points in this turn, so I'm still on 3 and he's on 2. So I've got a couple of haulers left. This guy's in full health. Demon Prince is good to go. And I've still got all my Poxwalkers in the back lines here, but they're just sitting there holding objectives. Hopefully I draw them cards. Alright, I'll have my turn 4 and we'll see if we can't kill some more stuff. That was the end of my turn 4, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. So end of Deathguard turn 4. I've left some stuff in here because my objectives were to hold 3 objectives, which I did. So Poxwalkers and the big guy. I got 1 point for that, and I got 1 point for having 3 of mine in his half of the battlefield. We also managed to kill a raider over here. I acid sprayed a couple of bikes up here, killing 3 of them. And this guy really couldn't charge anything because they're all up high, so considering giving him wings in the future battle reports. But Gav will have his turn 4 and see if he can't score some points. What are you on, 2?
Yeah.
He's on 2 and I'm currently on 5, so we'll see how he goes. Alright, Drukhari turn 4 coming up. Alright, at the end of Gav's turn, we've called the game. He was unable to score any more victory points. He did manage to kill a bloke drone here, but he's still only on 2 points and I'm on 5, and with his cards, going into turn 5, he's just not going to be able to discard enough and get enough points. It's getting really late here, it's about 11 o'clock at night, we've all got to drive home. So that's the end of that. We've got a Deathguard victory. What's your man of the match, Gav?
Can I name someone on your team?
Okay, who's the man of the match on my team?
And those things.
The Blight Haulers. Yeah, I gave them man of the match last.
My team did nothing.
I'm probably going to give them man of the match again. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm giving the Death Shrouds man of the match. We'll go over here, we'll get those buggers out. Because they made 2 10-inch charges. They're dead in this box right here. 2 10-inch charges right here and killed 2 raiders pretty much.
The man of the match was your dice.
Man of the match, these dice. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this battle report, like and subscribe to the channel, and Gav's going to get back to the board and put some nasty stuff together and come back and kick my Deathguard in the head. Alright, see you.